Flower on the PlayStation 3. This game was generously provided by the Carroll County Library System of Maryland. It is included on the Journey Collector's Edition disc. It's a disc that includes this game, Flower, Journey, and Flow, in addition to several other mini games. This game uses the 6-axis. I have removed it from the USB cable, so I'll be playing wirelessly. I can bank the 6-axis controller to the left and right, sort of like turning it on its side to move like that. So I'm going to turn it to the left a little bit, like that, and move it to the right a little bit, like that. Gonna move it towards my body, like this. Move it down. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so I'm getting used to the turning controls here. Okay. See if I can get to the hang of that. That might be all I need to do. Let's go over to the yellow flower. This is actually the mission I've already completed, but I'll start with this yellow flower story. I have to hold the button down, actually. Let's load the button down and begin this yellow flower story. We will revisit this story. As I mentioned earlier, this game uses the 6-axis controller, not so much in a way, not so much to press buttons. You're supposed to sort of get immersed with the way in which this particular flower floats in the air. So you'll have to adjust your 6-axis controller by banking it to the left and right, as you saw me do earlier. The game wants me to press a button to advance the story. So we're floating in the wind. So which way do I go? Let's go over there towards that light, that glowing orb over there. Holding down the X button to float, get a bit more speed from the wind. Let's go in the other direction. I seem to have gained a partner here. I can go this way. Yeah, so I'm holding down the X button to get some more speed here. I'm letting go of the X button so I can get a bit more control. And now I can dash with the X button. There we go. Let's follow these roses over here. Whatever these flowers are called, these white flowers. I'm not using any buttons, I'm just guiding my party of petals here to each and every one of these flowers. And there are more that are sprouting right now. Might have gotten that one. Get a bit more speed as we head to these yellow ones. No timer here at all, so we won't have to worry about any sort of pressure to speed things up. We'll just take our time. And we have a path of white flowers here that we can follow. Okay. Yeah, I might be grazing the grass a little bit, but that's okay. It's mainly about finding the path to the nearest flower. Okay. Holding down on the right stick to see what that does. Might just give me a bit more speed. Same with the left stick. So any button I press gives me a bit more speed, it looks like. So let's go in between these rocks over here. There we go. Oh, wait. Red flowers over here we can investigate. You're able to see this trail of petals that I've picked up. So every flower that I touch leaves behind a petal. And that petal will join our communion of petals right here. There may be a more efficient way of doing this. That might be something you can discover on your own as you play through the game. And go more quickly if you choose. Maybe find a path that's a bit more optimal. But for this portion of the game, we're just kind of exploring this world, see if we can find every flower in it. At least every flower that's sprouted along our path here. Yeah, I seem to have gotten those. It may be hard to see some of these flowers as you pass over them. Just maybe make a few adjustments to make sure you get them all. Are there any more flowers over here? I may have gotten all of those flowers. Oh, there are more over there. So let's head over for them on a gust of wind. And there's an extra dandelion down there. Does that count? Looks like it does. I don't remember seeing those dandelions earlier. And it might just release a wave that touches these white flowers over here. Looks like another path is opened. Let's make sure I see everything. Well, let's head over to those white ones down there. I might have missed a few. No, I think I got... Nope, there they are. Let's make sure I got all of them. Yep. Got all of those. Let's head over to the white flower path over there. The white petal path. Oh, what's that? I already got those. And I got those as well, so I won't have to worry about those petals at all. What else am I missing? Let's make sure I didn't miss any of these. I need to aim down now. There we go. Just need a little adjustment is all. We have some yellow petals over there we can pick up. And here are the sprouting red flowers. Okay. Yeah, we'll call them sunflowers then. How about that? We have more reds. Huh. I guess we've cleared that area right there. It's now in bloom. So I might be looking for the brown patches. Okay, so if I'm looking for brown patches, see what flowers might be in there. We've already investigated those. Not over here. This brown patch, yes. Oh, some sunflowers. Oh, and there are the reds. You've triggered the reds. And that's another brown patch made green. So are all these brown patches connected to each other, possibly? Oh, there's another brown patch over here we can investigate. Are there more reds? Yes, there are. And we'll make a few minor adjustments to make sure we touch all of them. That's another brown patch made green. And now this brown patch is available. Let's visit these flowers and fix this brown patch just a little bit. It's been said that Shigeru Miyamoto was inspired to make Pikmin by gardening. This might be the next step, a bit more abstract, significantly more abstract, significantly more poetic, you could say. And we found another path, some more petals. So let's follow the green path this time, through the sea of brown. We know how to get there. More yellow, and some more white and pink petals over here along the path. And we're touching them all along the way as we make our progress towards this yellow patch. These red flowers seem to be in a large circle. Let's make sure we close the circle. We'll close the loop. Okay. We seem to be scattered about a bit, but as we move, everyone will get together. They'll cluster around each other. They may seem lost, but they'll find each other eventually. These petals aren't lost for long. Our party of petals is never lost for long. And that helps another brown patch go green. Now maybe back to that tree. That tree seems to be worth investigating. Let's touch these white petals first. Circle back around. Yeah, there's the circle. And that may be all of them. So around this rock, this tree may have a few more right there. It's an updraft. For cherry blossoms, possibly? That yellow flower turns to brown patch green. So that's the story of the yellow flower. As we press start on the control pad to resume, we've returned to our apartment overlooking the streets. So this is a sample of flower. You might revisit this one to investigate the story of this flower.